Hello everybody, my name is Raxef and welcome to This Week in Warcraft for the week of November 21st. First of all, I want to cover the Mythic plus affixes for this week. This week's affixes are Bolstering, Explosive, and Tyrannical. With Bolstering, non-boss enemies will buff the health and damage of surrounding enemies when defeated. This means you're going to want to strategically use your cooldowns, cleave, and AoE abilities in order to defeat trash mobs around the same relative point in time so that you don't focus one down and then need to focus on a second one that's at completely full health, but this time buffed and doing more damage. The Explosive affix will cause creatures to occasionally spawn green orbs when in combat. Now these orbs have a 6-second timer, and when that timer counts down to 0, they will explode, dealing massive damage to your party. These orbs need to be hard switched to and single targeted down, as they are immune to AoE abilities such as Ravager or Bladestorm or Starfall. These adds can also not be cleaved down, so you need to single target them. And the last affix, Tyrannical, will give bosses more health as well as a 15% damage increase. What this means is that boss abilities and mechanics are very, very important to keep track of. You can't really do a whole old-fashioned tank and spank. Boss abilities will have the opportunity to one-shot you, so it is very important that you look in your dungeon journal, see what types of boss abilities you will be responsible for handling, and then handle them appropriately. The Legion Dungeon event is also happening this week. What this means is that players will be able to go into dungeons normal through Mythic and have the opportunity to earn an extra item upon completing the dungeon. Please note that this does not work for Mythic Plus dungeons, only for normal through Mythic dungeons. This isn't one of my favorite events, but it can be helpful if you're running a lot of dungeons in an attempt to gear up your character. However, I find that there are better alternative methods if you want to get higher item levels of gear. World of Warcraft's Thanksgiving event, Pilgrims Bounty, is also happening this week. While this isn't a major holiday in World of Warcraft, you do have the opportunity to earn a cool toy, a couple of battle pets, as well as transmoggable cosmetic items. You primarily earn these rewards by doing daily quests and completing achievements during the event. You do also have the chance to earn a 10% increased reputation buff during this event, so if you're in the middle of grinding out some reputation, whether it's for Legion, or perhaps you're trying to grind some old reputations, this holiday would be a great opportunity to do that. I'll be linking a guide to Pilgrim's Bounty in the description down below. The World of Warcraft 13th anniversary event is also continuing this week, and I'll be linking a guide to that in the description down below as well. Now, on the subject of the 13th anniversary event, I want to bring up the topic of the Bronze-Tinted Sunglasses. Now, some of you might have seen a tweet in which a Warcraft dev confirms that the Bronze-Tinted Sunglasses will only be transmoggable during this 13th anniversary event. And this has brought up something within the community that a lot of players who like transmogging are very angry that across the board, any sort of cosmetic items that you get during holidays, whether it's the bronze-tinted sunglasses or if it's the Brewfest getup that you can gain during Brewfest, all of those are only transmoggable during the period of time when the holiday event is happening. And I and many other people in the Warcraft community are kind of tired that we need to work really, really hard to get these items. Not incredibly hard, making it impossible, but for instance, take the Halloween event, for example. Let's say that you really wanted to get the Headless Horseman's helmet in order to use that as a transmog. So you get that helmet and you can transmog it, and it's great. But then let's say you also want to get the Hallowed Helm, which is a pumpkin that you can transmog. That transmog is only available during the Halloween event. So you're trying to get this helmet, and you finally get it, and there's only 2 days left in the event. And that means you only have 2 days to really enjoy the transmog that you were really looking forward to getting and you worked really hard to get. To me, as someone who's been playing this game for a while, that just doesn't really feel right. I think when it comes down to it, allowing the players to transmog whatever they would like when it comes to cosmetic items, regardless of the time of the year, that doesn't really harm anybody within the community. In fact, I think it would be beneficial to the community because people would then, I feel, be more motivated to spend the time to grind out and get all the various cosmetic items because they might strongly identify with something from Brewfest or from the Christmas event, and ordinarily they might not feel that motivated to get that item because, oh, they can only wear it for a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. But if they could wear it throughout the whole year, then they'd want to really invest the time in the event and get that cosmetic item so that they could make it a regular part of their transmog. And it would have no negative effect on anyone else in the community whatsoever if somebody wanted to wear a Christmas hat as part of their regular transmog, unless you happen to be offended by Christmas hats outside of Winter's Veil. But if you think that, then I think you're being a little bit silly. I'm really hoping that this is something Blizzard is hearing from the community and that they take to heart. I would really like to see them make this change, whether it comes in 7.3.5 or it comes in the Winter's Veil holiday event. I just would like to see them make any type of cosmetic item, whether you get it outside of a holiday or during a holiday. If it's cosmetic, you should be able to wear it as a regular transmog item. And that's going to do it for today's video. If you liked it, then of course give it a thumbs up. If you have anything to say, if perhaps you don't want holiday items to be regularly transmoggable, or you think that they all should be transmoggable, let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear both sides of the argument. I think that there really wouldn't be any harm in allowing players to transmog whenever they wanted to, but maybe I'm missing something and there should be a good reason why you would only want to transmog a Christmas hat during Winter's Veil. But let me know in the comment section down below. And if you like my videos and you want to stay up to date with what's happening on my channel, then of course feel free to subscribe. With that being said, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. See you later!